Hello vintage outboard motor fans, this is T-Mike here on Toledo Bend Lake making another video today. Today's video is going to be season 1 episode 1 of how it works. This episode is going to be on the gear case, specifically the gears inside the gear case and how they work. So if everybody's ready, here we go. Alright, so to demonstrate how they work, I built the box with a drive shaft down the center of it. I got me a clamp on it so I can spin the drive shaft in the direction that it goes, and I have the gears all displayed down in the middle. So those of you that have taken the gear cases apart and put them back together and understand how they work, this is just a visual display. For those of that never had, this episode on how it works will help you diagnose the problems when you hear the gear case jumping out of gear, or gears grinding, or leaks in the gear case. This episode will help you to troubleshoot that. So let's go over all the parts. So the parts sit in the lower skeg here. All right, this, what you see right here, sits in the lower skeg. I have it set up with this being facing you, like you're standing up facing the motor. All right, so the gears there, the drive shaft that goes down into the gear case always spins clockwise. Okay, when you pull the rope, you're spinning that drive shaft clockwise, and the motor starts, it spins it clockwise. It never spins it in this way to do reverse, in forward and reverse. That happens down here. So just remember that everything always spins clockwise. All right, so here's the individual parts. Here's the prop shaft. All right, the important thing to notice on this prop shaft, is the splines right here. See these splines? That's going to come into play when we talk about the clutch dog. All right, so we have a forward gear that fits on here. All right, that's the forward gear when it's going forward. Then you have the clutch dog. This is a clutch dog. It has splines on it. Well, I must have the wrong clutch dog. It doesn't fit in here. But anyway, clutch dog fits over the splines, and then the reverse gear fits here with the clutch dog right here, and then the head bearing slips on here. Okay, and then there's a pinion gear that sits on the top that the drive shaft fits into. So those are the components of the gear case. All right, now I'm gonna set the camera up real close to my demo model here, and I'm gonna show you how it works. If everybody's ready, here we go. Okay, here we go with how it works. All right, so here's all the parts I just showed you: drive shaft, prop shaft, forward gear, reverse gear, head bearing. Here's the clutch dog in the center. Okay, then the pinion gear is right here. When the drive shaft turns clockwise, I'm spinning it with my hand on top. The drive shaft turns clockwise, and the clutch dog, which does the shifting, is in the center here. It's in neutral. Prop shaft does not move. Okay, prop shaft never moves when it's in neutral, but the forward and reverse gears are spinning in opposite directions. And the shift rod comes into play. Shift rod, cradle, right here. This cradle sits right in this saddle right here on this, and when you shift the shift rod up or down up in the motor, it moves this clutch dog in forward and in reverse. So we're spinning, motor's running, it's in neutral, both gears are spinning, but the prop shaft's not turning. When you shift it in forward, okay, the clutch dog moves forward, it catches the forward gear, and it starts spinning the prop shaft. Alright, I'll put marks on the head bearing so you can see which direction it's spinning. It is spinning counterclockwise, which makes the propeller spin counterclockwise and propels you forward. Alright, you shift it up above to neutral, prop shaft quits spinning. You shift it into reverse and the clutch dog engages with the reverse gear, and look at the head bearing spinning clockwise now, which makes the prop go clockwise and pulls you into reverse. So that's how it works. That's how the gears work internally inside the gear case. So the major problem that happens is the clutch dog has two ears on it, and the gears have two ears on it. And when you engage this clutch dog, it catches on those two ears, this ear and this ear catch, and that's what makes it spin. That knock you hear when you put it in gear, tuck, that's this clutch dog ears finding the slot here, tuck, and starting to spin the gear. So what happens, that knock wears this ear and this ear. You can see a little bit of wear on this one right here. So when it wears it enough, as it's trying to spin it, it slips out. And that's when your motor slips out of gear, it's because of a worn clutch dog gear. That clutch dog gear making contact with these two gears, tuck, tuck, wears out. And that's the common problem. Very seldom do the gears or the prop shaft or anything else wear out, but that clutch dog will wear out. How about that? Remember, forward, click, spins the prop shaft counterclockwise, reverse, spins the prop shaft clockwise. Put it in neutral, clutch dog moves to the center, and the prop shaft does not turn. And that's how it works. That's how the gears work in your gear case. That concludes episode 1 of season 1. See you next episode on T-Mike and how it works. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. You know, here at T-Mike's Vintage Outboards, my passion are the vintage outboard motors, 1950s, 60s, and 70s, Johnson and Evinrudes. I just love them. And my mission is to have every part, every video, and every parts manual you need to repair, service, and restore those vintage outboard motors. And I think I've come pretty close to doing that. I have a website. Go ahead and click on it. It's the first link down below. It's tmikesvintageoutboards.com. On that website is the best way to reach me. You can find my mail-in service repair where you can ship me your carburetor, your gear case, your magneto. I'll repair it, test it, and video it and put it on YouTube for you to see. I also have all the parts you need right there on that website. I have technical consulting. If you need some questioning, I have a donation page. You can donate some money and ask me questions, and I can get back to you. That's really my best way to contact me is through my website, T-Mike's Vintage Outboards. So I love what I do. I love my passion. I love helping people, and it's been a great ride. So remember, always remember, and never forget, here at T-Mike's Vintage Outboards, we're doing it one motor at a time.